This is an inverter generator by Ginkins. Living off grid, you always need a backup generator, and I'm about to show you why I bought this one. And today I'm going to check this generator out, and we're going to see if it was worth the money. Being an inverter generator, it's going to be very quiet. Use a minimal amount of gas, and will hopefully be a perfect little generator for off-grid. It's got 2,300 starting watts and 1,900 running watts. Came with a funnel, a screwdriver, and a tool to take the spark plug out. It doesn't have any oil in it when it comes through Amazon, so we're just going to open it up, put some oil in it. Okay, we opened up the wrong side of the motor, but there's the motor. Okay, I filled it with this Briggs & Stratton oil. It's a really good oil, so I went just below 12 ounces, which to me that's going to be 11.8, so good enough. So now let's pour it in. One thing I like about this thing is it really doesn't cost you a whole lot of money to change the oil on it, because you can do it with, you can change the oil about 3 times on 1 quart of oil. So. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I didn't read the directions, but I pretty much know how to do this. I'm going to put it on choke. I'm going to turn the throttle on where it's going to have the high, I think it's going to have the high throttle there, but I read in that deal it said turn it on. And it also has a little ground right here, so if it's raining and stuff, you can ground this to a ground rod or something outside, and you know, keep from an electrical shock. It also has this thing right here where you can put it into an RV. If you're staying in an RV off grid or something like that, I'm not saying it'll run an air conditioner on an RV, because a lot of those are 10 and 12,000 BTUs and they pull real heavy when they start, but it'll run everything else in the camper, including a microwave, I guarantee you that. But it has this place here where you can put a 30 amp hookup on it, so that's pretty neat. Okay, so we're about to pull it for the first time and see if we can get to start. But first thing, we're going to turn this cap right here on the top. We're going to turn it on. And what that does is it lets air go through right there. You got on and off. You turn it off so it doesn't spill, and when you turn it on, it lets it breathe so it doesn't cause a vacuum inside when it's pulling the gas out of there. Okay, so what do you guys think? First pull, second pull, third, fourth, fifth. This is a Chinese generator. You know, this is no Generac. This is a Ginkins. So let's see what happens.
Jenkins. Sweet.
Okay. And by the way, as you can see, it's running, and I'm sitting here talking to you. It says it's around 52 decibels or something like that. It's not loud at all. It's a really awesome little generator. I know this because, like I said, it's basically a clone of the Generac inverter generator. So, all right, let's see if we can idle it down some. No, okay, so that was idling it up. So basically, if you want this thing to just hang out and use the minimal amount of gas, you're going to want to keep it on the on. And when you're wanting to run something that's going to have a heavy load and a heavy pull on it, you're going to want to put it and raise. You're going to want to raise the RPM back up. Okay, so let's shut it off. Now, honestly, this thing actually started and worked exactly like I hoped it would, and exactly really how I thought it was going to. So that's great. The only problem is it's hot out here. I'm sweating my butt off. What we're going to do now is we're going to test the electronics on it. We're going to make sure that it actually puts out power, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it says it has a 2-year warranty on it from the manufacturer, and of course Amazon will do like 30 days, you know, if there's something wrong with it after within the 30 days, they'll take it back and give you your money back or whatever, just because if you got Amazon Prime, they're like no hassle and all that stuff. You guys know about that. What we're going to do is hook up a saw that will pull a fairly high amount of electricity when it first starts. So it's going to put a real heavy load on this thing, and I want to see if it'll do it. And this is a miter saw, like a miter chop saw here, and I want to see if it's going to actually push that saw. So let's see if it's just a one pull here. Nice. Okay, here we go. Okay, I like it. So I wanted to show you the fuel gauge on here. I filled it all the way to the top, and that's what that little gauge in there is the fuel gauge. It kind of tells you where it's at. And then in this little rubber thing here is the spark plug. I haven't opened it yet, but yeah, it's way down in there. So, but anyways, that's where your spark plug is, and you can probably also get to the spark plug through the side compartment here. But that's for the quick access to it if you're wanting to pull it out and check it and see how it is and everything. I've got a 5,000 BTU air conditioner, and I want to run it on that air conditioner to see how it pulls on it and to make sure this thing will do the same as my Generac generator was doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to run an extension cord from here to this little AC that I've got over here, and we're going to see how it does. Okay, I got this air conditioner unit stuck in the window here, so let's carry the generator over to it and plug it in to see how it does. Okay, so here's the air conditioner. It's on, but the compressor has not kicked in yet. It takes about 3 minutes for the compressor to kick in. So once that compressor kicks in, we'll see how this generator does. Okay, so still waiting. Hasn't kicked in yet. And there it is, fellas. So let's go and see how cold it's blowing. Okay, yes, super nice. Blowing nice and cold. So that's what we were looking for. Now, I know a lot of you watching this may be ladies, and you're wondering, oh, can I use a generator? Will I be able to start a generator? A lot of ladies are wanting to go off grid on their own, and they want to know if they can do these types of things. So I was thinking about that, and I thought, you know what? Let's just see if my wife can start this generator on her own.
Because you don't need to do that because you already just had it running.
Exactly. You know, it don't need to choke, and you know, but don't pull. Yeah, there you go. You know how to shut it off? Okay, well that just proves it right there. If you're a lady, you can start it also. So I just want to let you know, I'm reviewing this generator out here, and it feels like it's 120 degrees out here with all of the humidity, and so we're just pouring sweat for you guys. So what I wanted to tell you were a couple of things I do not like about this generator. One of them is at the top of the generator, it has a black handle and it's black on the top. And when I had it out in the sun earlier, it got so hot, and that's where the gas tank and stuff is. So you really don't want to leave it sitting out in the sun running or anything like that. You want to have some kind of cover over it where it's in the shade. And I mean, that's just common sense, you know. Some people know that and some people don't, but it's really just common sense to keep the generator in the shade because it's an air-cooled engine. So that's one of the things I don't like about it. The other thing that I don't like about it, when I'm comparing it to my Generac, was the Generac had a little meter on it that showed you how much fuel was in it, and it was an electric meter. I like that, and it was on the front. So the reason why you may need a generator like this off-grid is because when your solar panels do not get the proper amount of sun that they should be getting because of cloudy days, rainy days, or certain times of the year, like when we get into the times of winter time, the sun doesn't put out the power of like it does in the summer. So when those things happen, sometimes your batteries cannot keep up with the amount of power that you're using. So you may need a generator from time to time to keep your batteries charged up. You may need this generator from time to time to run an air conditioner on a cloudy day because it's so hot. Just kind of like it is now. We're sitting out here burning up and the sun is already gone. It wouldn't be wise to run the AC off of your solar system when there's no sun out like now. So that would be what this generator would be good for, is things like that. So overall, I'm really excited about this generator. I think this generator is a great option for somebody that's living off grid. I think this generator would work good for somebody that's wanting to be very efficient. I think this generator is good for somebody that wants to run an air conditioner or a refrigerator off grid. I think if you're off grid or plan on going off grid, that you really need to have something like this in your arsenal. I'm going to put an Amazon link in the description of the video that's going to show you exactly which generator this is that I bought. If you decide to get one and you think you need one, then buy the generator through the link in the description on this video. This will help me out a little bit for doing this review for you guys. I know, guys, there's a lot better generators out here. It's just for the price. I thought that this is a great deal. Like I said, nobody sent me this generator for free or anything. I had to buy it with my own money, and I really do like this thing. Be sure to comment in the video and let me know if you're thinking about purchasing one of these like I did.